Hello, this is Crypto Neptune, and in today's video, I'm going to talk about the huge moves that ZBCN has made and also why this particular project could be an industry leader, so you don't want to miss this video. Remember, nothing I say is financial advice, only use risk capital, and thank you to those who continue to support the channel. So let's first check in, see how ZBCN is sitting. We're sitting at 0.0049 and some change, down 4.34% over the last 24 hours. So a little bit of a pullback, but that's to be expected. And a $436 million market cap, actually 437 now, $1 million market cap, and 23 million in trading volume. And as I've said before, we definitely want to see that trading volume pick back up, get over 100 million, which this community is capable of doing when it's on an ultra bullish level. And the holders, like we mentioned before in my last video, were over 80K. We will trend towards 85K, 90K, 95K, and then eventually hit 100,000 holders, which I feel we can get to by the end of the year. So huge, huge, huge accomplishment for the community. And I like to look at the community sentiment. So this is pretty cool over here. 89% of the people in Zebec Network are holders, are bullish, and 11% are bearish. And looking at some of these comments, it says, "What's up, boys? Are you ready to wake up one of these days to Zebec at 2 cents?" Absolutely. I think a lot of us will be through the roof once we get to 2 cents, even heck, even get to 1 cent. But yeah, love this, and I love the interaction with this comment. And then here, ZBCN 365, super bullish on ZBCN. August 15th, breakdown of the 2.12 billion token unlock. Yep. So we got to definitely keep that in mind. The token unlock will happen in a few days. Will it have a positive or negative impact? It's really hard to say with the token unlocks, but that means more tokens will be in circulation. So we got to keep that in mind and kind of see how things go. And then ZBCN buy and hold, we're good. ZBCN to Saturn. And I love this because we definitely are just trying to go straight to space, straight to the stratosphere and out there. So I love this comment by Mailman74. But again, you've seen these comments from the community. And if you're somebody that is not currently in ZBCN, this is a great place to check to see what the sentiment is like. And then here it says, I'm bullish on ZBCN. And then another one here, ZBCN still up, no worries. Yep. And look at all the interaction with this post. You know, he's happy. He's still up on the bag. So definitely love going through here and reading the comments. But it's a great place to see how strong the project is, how strong the sentiment is, because you can have all the tokenomics you want, but if the community sentiment is not at a sky high, this is a cause for concern. So definitely looking good here with the bullish sentiment. So I want to get into kind of like the huge moves that Zebec Network has made and why this particular project can trend to be an industry leader. So remember their first acquisition, the paid bridge acquisition. This was important because it allowed them to expand its payroll segment and integrate Web3 features into traditional payroll systems. Yeah, so you're merging the two together and you're tapping into PayBridge's client base and customer base. So that quickly sent a message to the market that Zebec Network is for real and they're for real about payroll and kind of because if you're able to bridge PayBridge and from traditional payment systems, then you're able to work with other payment partners also and do the same thing. So this was kind of the first brick, I would like to say, and it was a smart move. Science card alike, this was an acquisition May 29th of 2025, and it's a UK based fintech platform focusing on simplifying University Research Finance, serving over 50,000 users across top UK universities. So, yeah, they can use that science card for whatever they need for spending purposes, for research, or whatever they need to do. But it's a bridge between ed tech and fintech sectors. Yeah, so I would like to see like a lot something like this over in the U.S., in which Zebec Network also gets some more university cards, and it's for research, it's for students, for or uses across top universities. But this is a smart move, and it also taps into that those customized cards that they are already doing with different crypto communities anyway. So I look to see more and more stuff like this as we provide more payment options through the Zebec network. So this is a game changer. This is a smart move. It's thinking outside the box. And again, it sends a message to the market that you're for real. And then lastly, gate knocks. This is important because it helped us with compliance and identity type situations, right? So it helped with like KYC, KYB, and AML compliance. So you want to be compliant. You want to make sure your KYC is up to date. That's why this is an important acquisition, because gate knots can tell Zebec Network how to go about doing things to be compliant. So this is a smart move. And it says the acquisition aims to integrate native compliance tools into Zebec Network's Web3 payment stack, supporting regulatory goals like EU's MiCA and UK's FCA compliance. Yeah, so you want to be MiCA compliant too. But again, you are sending a signal to the message that you're for real, you're being compliant, you're doing KYC for your customers, and you're complying with all the MiCA regulations. So this is a game-changing move. And it says these acquisitions reflect Zebec Network's strategy to enhance its payment infrastructure, compliance capabilities, and market research in both traditional and digital economies. So these are huge moves. This is bullish. I look for Zebec Network to have even more moves like this in the future as they continue to build out more throughout 2025 going into 2026. I look for like more major moves to again be they've tapped into a niche of payroll which is needed, and by being able to bridge the gap with payroll, making payment and payroll, making that kind of fast and instant, that is definitely changing the game as far as how things are done, as opposed to people being paid bi-weekly or being paid weekly or monthly. But being able to be paid by the second and then kind of upgrade all that on Web3 is the future. So definitely a forward thinking project. So I hope you gain some value from this video, as right now we're kind of on cruise control, but I look for the market to kind of heat back up for us as we all look for those nice gains for the rest of the year going into 2026. I want to thank you for listening to this video, and thanks for stopping by.